Adrien doesn't deserve this.
Miraculous Ladybug is a cartoon disaster filled with so much wasted potential. One of the biggest reasons why I think this show sucks is because this show has some great ideas, concepts, and characters. But for some reason, they are always wasted, thrown out the window, and never given the spotlight to shine to make the show actually good. You wanna know why Invincible is such an excellent TV show? Sure, there are some things in the show that were ultimately pointless, but at least most of the focus were put on the more interesting ones. That's why I love Invincible. It's interesting and it knows it. And not to mention, it didn't overstay its welcome. It only has 8 episodes and that's it. It didn't make too many episodes. It just comes and goes. And that's a good thing. Can't wait for season 2. But this one is nothing but a cataclysm. It is overall a confusing, annoying, incoherent mess that doesn't even know what to do with its ideas and concepts. Needless storylines, needless side plots, needless characters, and needless episodes with no purpose and no plot development whatsoever. And honestly, I think this show is overstaying its welcome. I always wonder when it's ever going to end. Why do they keep on making so many unnecessary episodes all the time? Look, it's fine if you want to make so many needless episodes. But if you are a TV show with a specific set of goal, like Invincible or Young Justice, making too many unnecessary episodes with zero plot development is just ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. You wanna know what else is ridiculous? Well, to perfectly summarize how ridiculous this is, let me make an analogy for you. Imagine you being cornered by zombies. You see a handgun on the floor, full of ammo and ready to be used. You plan on grabbing it, but you didn't because you were just so incompetent at making decisions. Thanks to your incompetence, you became a zombie yourself. And that's exactly Miraculous Ladybug. It's a show filled with writers who all made great ideas, but because of their incompetence, they didn't use their best ideas, they didn't explore their best ideas, and instead used their less interesting ideas and ended up making the show a disgusting, uninteresting zombie. A zombie, my own definition, is a wasted entity. And saying this TV show is a zombie really says a lot. Because for whatever reason, every single interesting thing in the show are always being wasted and left behind the dust for no good reason, making this show a gigantic waste. Here is a list of things in the show that could have been amazing, but ultimately got wasted like a GTA character. Rena Rouge, Carapace, Horseman, Monkey Man, Snake Man, Miraculous Lady Dragon, Time Hopper, Miraculous Power-Ups, Natalie as Mayura, Natalie in general, Chloe Bourgeois as Queen Bee, Chloe Bourgeois in general, Felix, Adrien as Cat Noir, and Adrien in general. And in my opinion, the biggest wasted potential in this disaster of a show is most definitely Adrien Agreste and Cat Noir at the same time. But before we get to talk about how he became such a big waste of potential, let us first talk about Adrien and Cat Noir in general. Almost every Miraculous fan keep on stating that Adrien is absolutely perfect, the ultimate Marty Stew. First of all, what the hell is a Marty Stew? Long story short, Marty Stew is the male equivalent of Mary Sue. And we all know what a Mary Sue is. An absolutely perfect fictional character. No flaws, no struggles, no weaknesses whatsoever. A Mary Sue is, as a matter of fact, the absolute worst type of character of all. Because feeling absolutely no emotions for a character is even worse than feeling bad or good or any emotions for a character. So, is Adrien really a Marty Stew? Well, let's see. Adrien is a fashion model, a fencing student, and a junior high student who attends Kaylin's class. He's the son of a famous fashion designer, the teammate of Ladybug, and the love interest of so many teenage girls. Most notably Lila, Kagami, Chloe, and Marinette. He also has a nice physique, a heartwarming voice, handsome face, really nice hair, nice attire, and a very touching personality. Everybody likes him, nobody hates him. He can also speak more than 2 languages, I think. So is Adrien a Marty Stew or not? In my opinion, hell no. He's not perfect, he's not a Marty Stew because 1, he struggles. He struggles to get close to his father because he's very well aware that his relationship with his father is not healthy. He also struggles to find out what really happened to his mom.
I just wanted to know what you were hiding behind that portrait that was so important. You You never told me about those things. I was intending to give it back to you, I swear.
It's one of a kind. The book's the source of my inspiration.
I didn't know that. I hardly know anything about you, Father.
You won't be returning to school. You'll be homeschooled again, with Natalie.
For me, Adrien is someone who wants to be free. He's someone who wants to do whatever he wants, but he ultimately can't because he's trapped in his own house, never being allowed to go outside and make friends. All because of Gabriel being way too strict. When he transforms into Chat Noir, he turns into a completely different person. He transforms from being shy to being absolutely funny and confident. His magical Chat Noir costume not only hides his face, but also his emotions and life problems. Basically, when we see Adrien as Chat Noir, we see the suppressed version of Adrien. The Adrien who wants to do whatever the hell he wants. The Adrien who just wants to be free. I think that's the real reason why he turns into a completely different person when he transforms into Chat Noir. In my own perspective, Chat Noir represents a boy trying to break free from his horrible, abusive, isolated life. His family life and family drama has always been his greatest struggle. He also has struggles outside his family life. When he's Chat Noir, he struggles to keep the people of Paris safe from danger. He also struggles so hard to get Ladybug to accept his love for her. We'll get to why that is in a bit. 2. He has weaknesses. His family, his friends, but I think his biggest weakness of all is Ladybug. You guys want to know why he loves her so much? Putting Chloe and the rest of his friends aside, Ladybug is literally his first and one and only true friend that he has ever had in his entire life. That's why he loves her so much. She is literally everything to him. She makes him feel like someone whose life is worth living. For the first time ever, he finally has a healthy friendship. In the episode Frozer, when he got rejected once again, he became so predictable in his fencing class. In the TV special, which I hated so much, when Ladybug tells him that she can no longer trust him, he becomes vulnerable, he becomes feeble, he becomes weak. He becomes his old self. A Charlie Brown guy.
Lady, I didn't tell you because I was afraid of losing your trust.
Well, I can't trust you anymore, can I?
I think there must be something wrong with me, Linus.
Basically, Ladybug is Adrien's kryptonite. 3. He's not overpowered. His Black Cat Miraculous gives him powers for a limited time, and he can only use his Cataclysm once per transformation. And I think we all know that by now. Keep in mind, I'm talking about Chat Noir, not Cat Blanc. 4. He has flaws. Like I said earlier, he has struggles. And he's very flawed with the way he tries to overcome his struggles. He makes really irrational choices when it comes to that. Like, he ran away from home, he threw an extremely loud party that became a real nuisance, and became really emotionally out of control after finding out the truth in Cat Blanc. Adrien is just not that good at doing certain things in his life. He's not good at dealing with personal problems, and he's not good at being socially aware of things. And I don't blame him for that. In the NY special, Nino says this.
I love Adrien, but he's like a baby chick that just started cracking out of his egg. He has a hard time understanding the signals people send him.
I really do think that perfectly sums up Adrien as a person. A baby chick that just started cracking out of his egg. He's like that mostly because of the fact that he's been homeschooled and isolated his whole life, due to his overly protective and abusive father. Bottom line, no. I don't think Adrien is perfect. Chat Noir is not perfect either. He just looks and sounds perfect, but deep down he's not perfect. A Marty Stu is a character that doesn't have struggles, doesn't have flaws, doesn't have weaknesses, doesn't have limits to his abilities, and is perfect in doing everything in his life. But Adrien is not like that at all because he has struggles, he has weaknesses, he has flaws, and he has limits when it comes to his powers and abilities. And not to mention, he's not really that good at doing certain things in his life. In my opinion, Adrien is not perfect. He's just someone who's being forced to be perfect by his father.
I'm not perfect, like Ned Flanders.
Now it is time to talk about how Adrien and Chat Noir got wasted. As the god-awful third season of Miraculous Ladybug transpired, the fandom got divided. Not only because of the unforgivably terrible finale, but also because of the writing of Adrien and Chat Noir. They treated him as a useless sidekick, a mere comic relief, and a big waste of space and time. This actually happened many times way before season 3. Let's go back to the premature seasons. Here are the episodes where Chat Noir / Adrien were treated to be a mere comic relief, a damsel in distress, and or a useless sidekick. In season 1, we have Timebreaker, Dark Cupid, The Puppeteer, and Princess Fragrance.
Do you have an appointment with the prince?
No need! I'm his princess!
And I'm a monkey's uncle.
Only 4 episodes. Well, at least they didn't overdo it, so I think it's fine. In Season 2, we have Despair Bear, Zombie Zoo, Anansi, Style Queen, and Maledictator. That's a total of 5 episodes, even more than Season 1. I kind of like Season 2, but one of the things that I did not like about that season is this. The fact that Ladybug is the only... Shit. Shut up, get out of my way! The fact that Ladybug is the only one that can visit Master Fuck and ask for a miraculous to recruit random, and I mean random people, to fight the villain, and the fact that Ladybug can know their secret identity, but Cat Noir can't, is just downright insulting to Cat Noir and the people who love Cat Noir. It's like they treat Cat Noir as a useless, destructive weapon that nobody cares for. And I hate it so much. How dare they do this to my boy Adrien, leaving him in the dust for no good reason.
Whoa, easy, what are you doing? If you don't tell me what Ladybug is hiding from me, I'm done. You can't do that! Why not? No one will know if I quit. No one will care.
Bro, you are such a great superhero. Giving up your miraculous while many lives are at stake right now? I wanna be just like you when I grow up. In Season 3, it got even more monotonous and even more insulting. We have Chameleon, Gamer 2.0, Reflect Doll, Party Crasher, and Ikare Gozen. Season 3 is just so awful not only for Chloe but also for Adrien. They treated him as a mere sidekick, a mere helping hand for Ladybug. And not to mention, they made him look stupid. So stupid. I mean, look at Reflect Doll. Oh boy, Reflect Doll, Reflect Doll, Reflect Doll. Where the hell do I even begin with this? Well, of course, we should start at the beginning with you. Once upon a time, Ladybug and Cat Noir just finished fighting a supervillain. Ladybug tells Cat Noir that he is useless and that he should have never been there in the first place. Cat Noir, in response to that, says that he is useless and a big waste of time and space. I'm not exaggerating. That really is the whole point of this stupid conversation. It's to tell the audience that Cat Noir is indeed useless and a big waste of space. After Juleka got possessed by an Akuma and an Amok at the same time, Ladybug, by pure coincidence, was found by Plague. Since she has no time, she claws out and transforms into the ultra-narcissistic Lady Noir. Since Plague is already taken, Adrien has no other choice but to spot on with Tiki and transform into the ultra full of condolence Mr. Bug. Marinette, for no logical reason, is already a master of the Black Cat Miraculous, while Adrien, again for no logical reason, is a moron when it comes to using the Ladybug Miraculous. During their fight with Juleka, Lady Noir becomes so annoying, so narcissistic, and just downright disrespectful to Mr. Bug.
Very effective, Mr. Bug.
But I thought...
May I remind you that the Lucky Charm doesn't just give you an object to defeat the villain with? You actually have to figure out exactly how to use it to win the battle, using your head!
How dare you hit my boy Adrien in the head? Fuck you, Marinette. She tells him that Mr. Bug sucks, and Mr. Bug agrees with that. I'm not exaggerating. That is literally the entire purpose of this episode. It's to tell the audience that Cat Noir is absolutely nothing without Ladybug.
I'll never be able to do this without you, Lady.
I will forever hate this episode.
You're a simple, straightforward guy.
Thanks for the simple part.
Well, I always tend to come up with convoluted plans.
Not to say surreal.
Wow, thank you so much, writers. Thank you so much for directly stating right in front of my face that Cat Noir is indeed useless and a big waste of space and time. I really needed more support on that. Thank you so much, writers of Miraculous Ladybug. I love you guys. Mwah! Desperada. Long story short, this is an episode where we, the audience, are told that Adrien sucks. I'm not kidding. Adrien sucks at using the Snake Miraculous, which is very understandable. He's never used that before in his entire life. It's his very first time using it, but Luca? Luca using the Snake Miraculous for the first time is a pro. How? How is he a pro at this already? This is literally his very first time using it. He never trained or practiced for this moment in his life. So tell me, how is he already a pro at this, while Adrien is not? Oh wait, I know why. The entire purpose of this episode is to completely dumbify Adrien and Cat Noir, and make him look so stupidly useless when saving the day. And also, the other purpose of this episode is to tell us that Marinette is better off with Luca, a character that I just can't give a single shit about, because there's absolutely nothing I like about him. He is the Marty Stew. That's why I hate this episode. It's pointless and stupid. You guys want to know why I love Stormy Weather? Because in that episode, they actually treat Cat Noir as a useful hero, not just a mere sidekick, not just a mere helping hand. When the lights were out, Cat Noir held Ladybug's hand and started to lead her to Stormy Weather. Because Ladybug doesn't have night vision, but Cat Noir does. I like this episode because they actually treated them as equals. Because that's what it's all about, right? If I'm not mistaken, Ladybug and Cat Noir are supposed to be equal. They're supposed to be yin and yang. They're supposed to be like So and Minami. The title of this show is supposedly Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. Am I right or am I right?
No.
According to the writers, the answer is a no-no. Ladybug is smarter and quite frankly way better than Cat Noir for some reason. And not to mention, the creator of the show literally said that he doesn't really need to make Ladybug smarter because Ladybug is smarter than everyone else. I'm not making this up. They keep on giving Ladybug the spotlight while they just leave Cat Noir in the dust for no good reason. What did Adrien ever do to deserve all of this? Somebody please tell me why. Tell me why would they do this to Adrien, because I really don't know why. Is it the same as Chloe? Is it because the creator doesn't like Adrien too? Is it because he has a thing against blondes? Is that it? Could you guys please leave a comment down below and properly explain why did they do this to Adrien? How could they do this to Adrien? Because I really don't know why. Oh wait, I think I know why. There are a lot of fans, myself included, that are saying that it would have been great for the show if Adrien is the main focus since the beginning. And I actually agree with them. I seriously think that it would be a lot better if Adrien is the center of the series. Yes, Marinette and Adrien are supposed to be the two main focuses and the two most important characters of the show, I get it. But I really wish we get to see more of Adrien. I really wish we get to know more of him. Because his life, his story, his entire character has so much more depth than Marinette. Marinette is just an ordinary girl, but Adrien is anything but ordinary. His relationship with the central plot of the entire series is massive. His mother's death is the entire reason why Hawkmoth is doing all of these things. Story-wise, Marinette's got nothing to do with the accumatizations, but Adrien does. His father is the one who does all of these things. I just think it would have been so much more intriguing if we see some episodes of him snooping around his house and finding out that his mother wasn't buried. And his father is his enemy after all. I really hope that we get to focus more on Adrien's tragic, mysterious family life. Because you gotta admit, it's much more interesting than focusing on Marinette watching the Adrien ad.
Adrien.
I honestly think that it would be so much better if he is the main protagonist of the show. Because it would really help a lot. It would really make the show more and more interesting than ever. Because Adrien, without a doubt, is the most interesting character of all. He has the most interesting background. He has the most interesting character depth. Chloe is second place. Bottom line, I just wish that Adrien would be the main character, because I honestly don't see any reason why he can't be the main character. Well, guys, what if I were to tell you that there is a reason behind that? Do you guys want to know the real reason why he can't be the main protagonist? The creator of this show doesn't want Adrien to be the main focus because he thinks that there are already enough cartoons with boys as the lead. He just wants a girl to lead the show. And if you guys are ever planning on requesting them to make Adrien the main character of the show, then there is only one type of response that you're going to get.
Can you guys please make Adrien the main character? Or can you guys at least give him more focus? STFU, sexist.
I swear to God, I'm not making this up. They are misinterpreting this complaint in the most illogical, immature way possible. And they also think that they're feminists by making Marinette the main character. Let me just get this out of my chest, okay? I want Adrien to be the main character not because I think boys are better, but because there's just so much more going on with him compared to Marinette. You know what, it's totally fine if you don't want to make him the main character, but at least give him more focus and attention, because I think it would really help a lot. And also, saying that a girl should be the main focus of your show is feminism, does not make you a feminist. Feminism is all about gender equality. It's not about female being better than male. It's all about equality. It's all about uniting. What you're doing is related to gender obsession. My complaint about Adrien not getting as much focus as Marinette has got nothing to do with genders, okay? Jeez.
What have we learned today?
In conclusion, out of all the characters in the show, Adrien is the most entertaining and the most interesting. And he's quite frankly, my top 1 character of Miraculous Ladybug. Chloe is my top 2 and Kagami is my top 3. There's just so much going on with him that I really want to know more of. He seriously deserves so much better, and he most definitely didn't deserve all of the bullshit that he got. Adrien should have been the main protagonist of Miraculous in the first place because story-wise, he's the most important protagonist in the entire show. Even if he doesn't have a Miraculous, he's still very important. But Ladybug? I don't know. Making Adrien the main protagonist, or at least giving him more focus and attention, is literally the biggest missed opportunity that they've ever had. In the earlier seasons, Ladybug and Chat Noir were balanced, but as the series goes on, they become more and more unbalanced. It's slowly starting to turn from Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Chat Noir to Miraculous Tales of Ladybug with Chat Noir. This is a perfect example of a TV show that just keeps on ruining itself, and it doesn't even know or care that it's ruining itself. This is a perfect example of a TV show that is slowly starting to turn into a disgusting zombie, all because they're too incompetent to grab the handgun. And that's why I personally think this show sucks. So many wasted potentials, so many missed opportunities that could have made the show great. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think about Adrien? Feel free to share your thoughts down below because I love hearing different opinions. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. See you next time.